Welcome everybody to the Luke Branquinho Show. I'm excited for my next guest. He is arguably one of the very best bull riders, if not the very best bull rider in the history of bull riding. 7-time world champion. This is amazing. Only 8 times in the national final, so he has dominated about every year. Over $3 million in career earnings. Sage Kimzey. Sage, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, Luke.
How about having such a great year started and then bam, injury hits? That's got to be, obviously a heartbreaker for you.
Yes and no. It probably would have been more of a heartbreaker other than the fact that we welcomed our son at the end of January, so he's been keeping us busy.
Obviously, you've experienced injury in the past and overcame it. What was the exact injury date and surgery date?
I got slammed bad at the American this year, and it kind of like busted some stuff loose and had some x-rays done at Houston, and it saw that I had like a broken collarbone and stuff, and I was like, okay, well, that's why it hurts. And rolled on, had it eval'd at a couple places. They were like, well, your shoulder's very unstable, and at some point you're going to need to get this fixed. I guess it was at Weatherford on the 10th of June. It came out again, and they operated on it the end of July.
I got you. That Weatherford's hard on a guy. That's where my hamstring gave loose last year. And I've been asked and by multiple people, because they obviously know we have some sort of a connection, is Sage going to be ready to ride at the finals? Is there any chance of that?
No, there's not. I'm actually not going to qualify for the finals because they'll take away like $30,000 for not hitting my 40 rodeos for the extreme bowls.
Right.
Even then, like the recovery on this is 6 to 8 months, and that puts me mid-January at least. And I'm definitely not going to push it. So
you have zero to prove in the Western sports of industry and zero to prove in bull riding. I mean, 7 world championships, 8 qualifications to the national finals. You're batting a pretty good average right there, and getting healthy and getting back to the finals next year and going after that 8th.
I've had a pretty good run for sure, but the saga is not over yet. I know that.
When I first started steer wrestling, I was scared to death of hitting the ground. My brain said the stronger head catch I get, the more aggressive to that steer's head I get, the less chance it's going to hurt me. What about you? How do you psych yourself up to get on large animal that's trying to spin out from underneath you, buck out from underneath you?
Yeah, I don't really think about it anymore. Like definitely growing up as a kid, it was a battle because I didn't really mature as quickly as most kids. So every time I'd move up an age group, I would be like way overmatched and really like no business getting on the animals that I was. Man, I almost quit several times. I guess it's just dumb enough and tough enough to keep with it.
I always told myself if I wasn't a little nervous backing in the box, whether excitement or whatever it was, I knew it was time to retire. And that point came where I backed in the box and I'm like, what am I doing here? And that's a tough pill to swallow, trust me.
2020 was one of those years for a lot of reasons. Got flipped on at San Antonio, had ankle surgery. Back 2 weeks after for the American in Houston. Split the win at the American, didn't do any good at Houston. And then boom, COVID shut everything down. And like that was the first time that I'd ever get to spend any time at home since I turned professional. And I liked being home. It caged the animal, if you will, for a while for me. And like it took me a while to like tap back in that inner dog that it takes to get on a 1,700-pound bull that doesn't want you on his back.
I can't thank you enough for coming on the show. Looking forward to 2023, you being healed up, going after that next gold buckle. And Shane Hanchy said it best, one's never enough, and you never have enough. And I think that's just the cowboy mentality. Obviously, you're going after number 8, arguably one of the very best bull riders in the world, if not the best, Sage. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Luke.
You bet, man. Good luck to you.